Yeah, there is no intense intro like normal, or is there? It's time for another talk. Hi everyone, today we're having another talk. Isn't that right, Peach? So today I'm going to talk to you about communication and why it is important to learn how to communicate. And there's something going on outside. Communicating, it can be very hard. It can be very hard to do. And I can't really give you tips on how to communicate because that's something that, I think being able to do that, that's a barrier that you have to break yourself, because people think communicating is easy and people think that they're good communicators, but that's not always the case. That's not always the case. And I don't mean communicating as in talking with work people or, co-workers or anything like that. I mean communicating on a personal level. And I think one trait that I think you have to have in order to communicate with someone, not just on a relationship level, but just on a deep personal level with someone, is you have to have vulnerability. You have to be able to be vulnerable. And that, I think, in today's society, in our society here, and I think vulnerability is really hard for people to be, or it's hard for people to do. It's hard for people to grasp vulnerability and to accept it. And not a lot of us are vulnerable. And that's why a lot of people can't communicate with each other. That's why we have all these barriers and people feel the way they do about other people, is because they don't communicate. They can't communicate because they don't know how to communicate. And I think it simply starts with vulnerability and knowing how to be vulnerable. And there is a fine line, I think, between vulnerability and, I would say, sharing too much information. And again, like I said, that's on a personal level. You have to know where that line is. Vulnerability isn't complex. Vulnerability is very simple. It is as easy as walking up to a friend or a relative or a spouse and just saying, I have this deep emotion and I want to share that with you. It's that simple. Or walking up to a friend just being like, hey, I want to just sit and talk with you today. I need a set of ears to listen to me vent. Or it could be, something along the lines of that. It's about being vulnerable, and vulnerability, like allowing vulnerability into your relationships with people allows better communication. Better communication allows for a stronger relationship. And that's the key, the major key. I believe that's just the main key to communication, is vulnerability. And being able to be vulnerable, not just with someone else, but with yourself. Because it all starts with you. Communication starts with you. Vulnerability starts with you. Procrastination starts with you. Motivation starts with you. All these topics that I've talked about in this series, which, by the way, if you're not watching the other videos in this series, my friend, you need to back up and go to motivation, because that's the first one. It's important. All of this is an important life. Don't do it, Peach. She's checking her mail. Calm down, beast. She's on my lap ready to go off. You need to be watching the series. This is life-changing stuff here. It's free. No, calm down. Calm down. It's okay. It's free information. Like, yes, you can go on Google and find answers to everything, because Google has all the answers, blah, blah, blah. But just because you read the answers and you know the answers doesn't mean that you're gonna act out those answers. The answer to success is easily ready at your tips. The tips of your fingers. It's there. You have to go get it. Just like in my previous video about motivation, it's there. You can just, it's like air. You breathe it in and you have it. That's how these things, motivation, organization, procrastination, or defeating procrastination, that's how you get past and get through these things. Communication. It all starts with you. You are the starting point. You are the starting line for success, for beating your inner battles, for fighting the walls that you've put up. You know, everyone, literally every single human being experiences trauma. Different trauma, but everyone at some point in their life is gonna experience trauma. That's what makes us individuals. You know, that's what makes us different. That's what makes us unique. The difference is how you react to that trauma, how you break through dealing with that trauma, how you move past that. Which also, still on the topic of communication, people who have gone through traumatic experiences and who haven't been able to properly deal with that trauma have a harder time communicating with other people. Whatever the trauma could be. Trauma is trauma, no matter how big or small. Trauma is still trauma. Everyone's affected differently by it, but trauma affects your ability to communicate with people. And that's, you know, it all has to do with vulnerability. The only way you're gonna have a true 100% heart-to-heart connection with another human being is for you to be vulnerable to that human. Let that human in a little, so that then they can let you in a little, and you guys can wait and you guys can connect. That's been today's talk. Communication really is actually vulnerability in its own, but that's how you communicate. Be vulnerable. Open up like a bookshelf and let someone read your books, and then maybe they'll open up their bookshelf and you guys can just exchange books and be friends, and whatever lifelong friends are made by sharing books. I'm gonna stop talking, I'm rambling. So I hope you enjoyed this quick video today about communication and its key, which is vulnerability. I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you liked it, give me a like, thumbs up, share it with your friends, family, uncles, aunts, brothers, kids, kittens, dogs, pizza. Share it with everyone, and, you know, enlighten someone today, brighten someone's day, motivate someone today. Okay? Yeah. Motivate them. You gotta do it. You gotta spread this stuff. If you can share a video of someone falling down the steps because you think it's funny, then you can share this video of me telling you how to kick life's butt and succeed. And share, success. Share that success. I'm giving you the answers to exams. All you gotta do is absorb it. Be a dry sponge. Even if you're a moderately not dry sponge, you can still absorb some stuff. No one is a wet sponge. Everyone has room for growth. So do it. Share this. Motivate others. Be there for friends. Be the friend that's gonna be there to motivate people, because we have to change where we are right now. We gotta get this motivation thing popping, okay? We gotta get this motivational train. We gotta get this success. This 2018, this generation, everyone, we gotta succeed. Everyone just has to learn how to win. Because if you can win and you can help others win, and then we can make the change and everybody can be better. So be that drop of blue dye in a clear glass of water today, and share this video with someone who needs it. Share it with someone who doesn't need it. Who knows? They might actually really need it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and tune in for another episode of my motivational series that I have not named yet, but will one day. Hopefully, maybe not really, I don't know. I'm living day by day. We'll see where this takes us. Anyway, hope you guys are happy and motivated today. I love you. I honestly do, I truly love you. Stranger on the other end of the screen that's watching this video, I don't know who you are, but I love you. And that's coming from the bottom of my heart. And I hope that you love other people and share this with them and let them know how you feel about them. So have an awesome, happy, bright and shiny, beautiful day. And tune in next time for another talk. So I like having those. Bye. Say bye, Peach.